Shout out my hold on. Since we was over on the East Coast still, are you still on what do you think about that what was that? DC.
Oh yeah,
DC police. Police
the
man, you
gun
batting
program.
yeah, DC police, y'all batting tremendous numbers on this pod this week.
Oh man.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and introduce this one?
Yeah, so to basically kind of like wrap up the whole story, DC police were doing arrests, taking guns, and then um, it's basically dealing the guns back out, right? We'll just say they get back out, and so you do
Refurbished.
another arrest. You go to do another arrest, and you're like, "Yo, this is another gun that I've already got." Like, so the ATF and some other teams kind of got involved, and basically, like, yeah, they were pretty much recycling the same guns they were already like arresting for. It's a clear white flag, easy to see and track. Again, cops no brains strikes again. Um, but I just thought it was interesting because, like, you know, they're doing this and they've been doing it for a minute, and how is that also not a RICO kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like that's a criminal organization. Like how they're running that. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
so when I read it, right,
Mm.
I was trying to wrap my mind around it, right, because it seems so wild, right? And I was like, no, this is not how it's working over there. Like, like, nah, I got so wait, nah, like 'cause that's not how it works over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? At all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, so okay, so they're getting the original gun from the crime scene and then they're refurbishing it and then selling it legally. And then the same gun is being used again in another crime, and then they're yeah, okay.
Put it in the database again.
Okay, I just want to make sure I read that right because okay, cool. We're on the same page. Because like I said, when I first read it, I was like, I read it 4 times, and I was like, no, it sounds like they're using the same gun because I don't know why they would do it. It sounds like it, but no, let me read it again. I was like, I had to read that. You know, the English language sometimes be weird when you use different words. Be like where, like WHER, like WERE. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it sounds like. Oh no. They gotta say something like a 5-year-old. Are they selling the same? I was
Fam, I double checked the date. I was like, is this April Fool's? Like, I
like,
made sure it wasn't on April Fool's. Like, I was like, yo.
yo. And then they have the nerve, the ATF had the nerve to be like, we just thought it was weird that over 23 guns in the last year were used. You thought it was weird. Oh, this is real.
They're,
Okay, cool. Let me scroll back up. I was like,
they're like, they're like checking the numbers. Like, oh, okay, it says right here.
right?
Like,
Yeah. Because like
your
I
local
said,
cops ain't checking. So the first line of defense that failed.
yeah. They said,
That shit
but
is
no,
crazy.
the excuse is the the processing system, everything is very archaic. Remember, they just they didn't have that white chick. They should have put her on the case. You know what I'm saying? They could have, had her work in the inventory room. She'd have solved that in 5 minutes, no commercial. Or she just threw a gun on somebody. Either way, the case would have got solved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'd have figured that out quickly. But okay, so my question is the police. I want to make sure I got this right though, because like the whole thing sounded like something sci-fi, like like in a dystopian type future type shit. So let me just get this straight. The police confiscate the gun from the crime scene, clean him up, refurbish him, grease him down, whatever they got to do. Pause, whatever, and then they go to another location and then they sell the guns to the local gun dealers to resell to the common to the civilians of the streets.
Who normally get them from gun sales and all that
Right.
stuff too.
So now what they're trying to say is that it's not the
whoo.
police fault, it's the gun sailors fault because maybe they're not checking the okay. I just want to make sure I read it right. Okay, because I had it when I read it, right? I tried to explain to somebody else, and they looked at me like I was making up some shit. Like I was like, no, it's right here, it's right here. Like, no, bro, fake news. I understand. Like, I'm like, no, seriously. Like, my man sent me. Like, my man, like for real, he's anti-barracuda. Trust me, my man sent it to me.
Right.
Like, all right. So yeah, so okay. My biggest thing when I read that shit, the biggest thing I wanted to do was get on here and get some clarification that what I read was
Was
actually what I
correct.
read and was happening and has
Yep.
happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is since 2019 to 2023, they said?
They definitely said 2020 to 2021.
Okay. Okay. That's when they first found the last numbers. The first numbers
That's
from
like when
2020.
they kind of popped
Yeah.
into the like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they said I think they had some recent numbers from last year, from 2023, where they said they found up to 25 guns actually repurposed in crime scenes, something like that.
Like they are the one of the biggest gun dealers in the city, just them by themselves.
So I'm just trying to figure this out. Who does this benefit? Like,
What is this
I just
benefit?
I could see like the police. Of course, it benefits the police because they're getting paid for selling the guns to dealers and things like that. But I don't understand. Like, it seems like penny ante. Like, it seems like nickel and dime, mom and pop kind of stink, like kind of operation. Like you know what I mean, for such a what the charge would carry if you were, you know what I mean, if you were busted by the government. Like, what's 150 guns every month or two? Like, for the police, like I don't know, they could shake down drug dealers. I mean, I feel like they could do like different shit. Like you know what I mean? Like when we talk about the Tiffany Henyard shit, like if you're gonna be a corrupt something, don't be corrupt against the government. They have all the power. Like like that's like and you work for them, so I thought you would be the first one to know that. Like you don't steal. Like okay, if you work at Walmart, cool, steal some shit from Walmart. I mean, I don't recommend it, but I'm pretty sure the consequences won't be as stiff as if you are a police officer and you're repurposing guns like Sons of Anarchy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck are we doing? Hey, this shit sounds wild. Okay, so like I said, like the biggest thing I had was to make sure what you said was factual.
That this was
Or sorry,
real.
what the yeah, because I thought I'm like, oh, he's trying to see if I'm gonna do it again and fall. Okay, okay. I was like, the old barracuda bait. Okay, I see.
No
I
bait.
see.
I don't be
All
doing
right.
no bait.
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. Why don't you go ahead and let everybody else know your take on it while I can put some thoughts together because I didn't even possibly think it was real. Gotcha. I was like, no way. The government's like, you know what? Go ahead.
If anything, I just want to know who is gonna be charged. How are they gonna be charged? Like that's why I was like, is this gonna be some RICO shit? Like they to me, that's a RICO. That's a criminal organization. That's racketeering. They should get some RICO, just like these little, like they're doing with every little gang. To me, they should be getting the same kind of smack.
Mm. I'm saying in the same world, like, you know what I'm saying, we don't have starvation and shit. But, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying
Oh,
like
yeah. I'm saying in the same world, though, in that world where you're talking about, we have no
sure.
starvation. And I mean, the Holocaust never existed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said the police is going to get a RICO, huh? Okay. And, I mean, in a perfect world, technically, that's how it would go. Um, but this is the
That's what I'm
police.
calling. That's what I'm calling for. That don't mean
But
that it's gonna happen.
But let's be real though. I already saw them covering their ass in the article. They was like, you know what, the system is so archaic. You know, they're back behind with the staff and employees. You know, so many indiscrepancies could happen. And I'm like, really? How come y'all don't
Right?
talk like this when y'all arrest dude for DUI and shit? Like when you get my man's for shoplifting, like how come
When
maybe
someone
somebody might be wrong? There could be some discrepancies. Like
when you're a little late on your taxes, why can't it be a
oh,
little
yeah, things happen.
right? How about some of
I ain't
that?
never I ain't never the government be like, you know what, it's cool. No, actually, you know what they do? They give you that little extension on the taxes. You know what I mean? But he passed that extension though. They ain't got no kind of grace for you. They like, but we told you. They get real gangster with you too. I ain't gonna they get real gangster. Conversations
Real
be real
gangster.
short. They get real brief too. No, we told you on the 25th. Like,
Goes from a bunch of papers to one note, one
oh
little
god,
like
one paper,
card,
red
one
like a bitch.
card.
It'd be red, stamp two on the
Like
face. Like,
this is the
oh,
last of. This is the second to last message. You have one
oh,
more message coming. Like, oh
oh,
man, okay. You get the countdown, analog countdown on
oh.
paper.
You can't play with the government about nothing, and
Nah,
it's so
man.
crazy. Shout out to the DMV for finding a way to secede from the government and find a little structured situation to have your own power in government. Like, shout out y'all, because black people have been trying to figure that out for years. Somebody from the DMV let us know how you facilitated that. That would be a feather in my pen. I would love to bring that to the people.
Greatly appreciated.
Because yeah, they did that real clandestine, didn't they? They just popped up one day and was like, "No, the government said we can get my license." No, actually, we don't report to them. So what you're gonna have to do is like, wait, hold on, how did
Get in
they
that
didn't get no?
line.
Yeah, oh god,
This form.
we didn't get no memo. There was no commercial. There was no vote. There was no. I didn't see that on no ballot. I didn't see that. I didn't see nobody run for no office about it either. It was like, yeah, head DMV dude, yeah, that's him. I don't even know. I don't even
Mm,
know. I don't even know if he got a term. Is he just there like Putin, or like you know what I mean? I don't know. But all I know is they do what they want, like, and they did it real smooth, like Jiffy peanut butter. Like I don't know how they did. I woke up one day and they was like, well, actually, we don't. I don't know why you keep calling them, because what we tell you. Okay, because remember when I lost my license, right, for the DUI? So
mm.
it was funny because they said, yeah, you got to do a year and a half class. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, boom, doing the year and a half class. I called them. They was like, yeah, after the government told the courts was like, yeah, man, after half that time, call the DMV, give you a little temporary license. I'm like, word? Oh, that's what's up. Boom, 9 months in. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Call the DMV, Mandatory Actions Unit, MAU. I'm like, yeah, man, hey, I got the paperwork. Did that. They said they sent you a copy. They was like, yeah, we got it. Oh, okay. So, what's the next steps? Do I gotta like come get a breathalyzer? What I gotta do? Like, they was like, oh no, 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 no. What you have to do is fulfill the whole class before you get then you come back and take your test again and then get your license. Okay, that's crazy you said that because when I talked to the other dude at court, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, "Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool." Yeah, but that's not how it works. So how it works is they're gonna do the whole class, and then you're gonna come back and then do the test, and then hit us back. Wait, but yeah, we don't report to them. I was like,
Okay.
oh. Once I heard we don't report to them, I was like, the courts? Oh, okay, y'all got it. Oh yeah, y'all got it. And he said, and she said it with such confidence and arrogance. I knew they've been doing it for a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just automatically believed it. I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. You got it. You got it, auntie. For sure.
She's like, oh, we don't mess with them. We don't have to
Yeah,
talk to them. Like,
yeah.
oh,
We do what we want. And they don't say nothing to us. And we don't say nothing to them. Like,
you're
oh,
that cousin. Okay.
yeah. Oh, she said you're that cousin.
they're that cousin. The government. Okay.
Yeah, for surely. All right,
Mm.
moving along. Whoa, man, that is crazy. Man.